Beauty by Altavis. Could it be athlete's foot? Have you ever had a suspicious itch on your foot that just wouldn't go away, whether it's on the toes or somewhere on the upper part of your foot? You might be getting some kind of a bacteria issue. So I like this product, Tea Tree Foot Soak. It has natural ingredients, Dead Sea salt, Epsom salt, things that you would normally have in your home anyway. But this one is specialized with tea tree, eucalyptus, rosemary, peppermint, lavender, spearmint, chamomile. So many wonderful natural ingredients that will help to keep the bad bacteria away. Now, sometimes when we start to have this issue, we ignore it and we just keep scratching until you start to notice some strange discolorations. Don't wait till you get a really bad problem. Start to address it immediately. This is a great way to just pamper yourself. It can feel like you're giving yourself a spa day treatment, and you really need to give yourself a pedicure anyway, because most of us are having to do these things at home. I also like to gang up on that bacteria using a special wash that is antifungal. It is a medicated type of liquid that helps to address very specific bacteria issues. And you want to go in with a brush that is abrasive enough to really clean up that skin and get rid of, some of that bacteria that's probably hanging out, but not so abrasive that it causes tiny lacerations in the skin. You want to avoid breaking the skin because you don't know what's really going on, and you don't want to allow the skin to have openings where bacteria can get in and cause any further problems. So you always want to be careful with how you clean your feet so that you're not damaging your skin, but you're just getting clean. So I like to brush the top part of my foot, under the toes, in between. And you have to also make sure that you don't neglect to get those heels, because bacteria like to attack your heels too. So we like to just make sure we get every part of the foot. And while the cuticle is soft, you want to take your cuticle pusher and push back those cuticles, because we don't like to clip our cuticles unless it's absolutely necessary. They are our first line of defense against invaders. And while you have your toes over that bath water, just clip those toenails down so you have a nice, neat, straight line. Also, you want to take your crystal file, the pointy side, and get the cuticle areas. Just gently push and exfoliate. The soaking has helped to make it so much easier to do this cleaning process. And then you can flip your crystal file over to the flat angled side to get some of the stubborn dead skin cells that won't just come off easily. You want to get your toenails as clean as possible and remove any suspicious materials. So you just go across each toe and go across the cuticle line with the pointed edge. And once you've done clipping and pushing back your cuticles, you can just file down the edge of your nail to make sure that it's nice and neat and smooth going across. You never want your toenails to get too long so that they bump up against the inside of your shoe. So that's usually the way I choose to measure how long I allow my toenails to get. I also like to use a follow-up fungus spray that it's very refreshing, and it also works extra double triple duty to attack any kind of bacteria that's trying to hang out. We don't want these guys to gain any kind of leverage. And then we also have a nail fungal brush on that I like to apply that as well. Because when I get really suspicious and I'm not sure what's going on, I use the full artillery to make sure that everything stays right. You don't want to be the person that's so afraid of your growing foot issues that your feet become something that you hide from the world and you hide from society. So you want to file the heels off as well. Don't file them off, just file down the excessive skin so that it's nice and smooth. You really want to make sure that you add your cuticle oil after you're done with all this, because you don't want to be dry and all cracked up. You want to address the issue of bacteria that might be trying to attack your feet, but you want to care for the skin of your feet. So cuticle oil is important. After the cuticle oil, apply some lotion and get started on painting the toenails. I like to just do some simple, soft colors that brighten up the toes when I'm doing a pedicure to just make sure I'm keeping my feet refreshed. So I'm not doing anything spectacular, no design, nothing fancy. This is just maintenance. Take care of your feet so you can have foot freedom. Don't wait if you feel like you're having an issue with your foot to the point that it becomes discolored and unsightly. Then you're ashamed to go to the doctor and get it taken care of. Then it just gets worse and worse. And then it's so bad that you wear socks in the summer and you hide your feet at every chance. Don't you want to have foot freedom? Don't you want to wear sandals when it's hot? I love wearing sandals when it's hot because I get to show off my banging pedicure and my cute shoes. I'm using the Cured nail polish line by Julep. These polishes are great for brightening up your nails. So I specifically like to use them in my pedicure because it keeps the toenails looking bright and healthy and presentable. These polishes are also nail strengthening and usually 5 free of some of the most toxic ingredients found in most polishes. Remember, bacteria loves the dark and moisture, so take off those sweaty, wet socks as soon as you get home from the gym and toss them in the wash. Yes, I found it necessary to use a variety of products to address this possible bacteria invasion, but it really could have just been a phantom menace, and probably the itch was just an itch. But I don't like to take any chances, so I keep some really good products on hand just in case. So I'm ready for everything. I remember these little feet from when I was a little girl, and I used to wear the children's nail polish that peeled off about an hour after you put it on, and I couldn't wait to have grown-up woman feet so that I could wear heels and sandals. And I've gotten to that place where I have the grown-up woman foot, and I used to think about my feet in the future from when I was a little girl. So now that I'm at the place that I had hoped for and couldn't wait to see, I'm here now, and knowing that there are still many days ahead for my feet, for the future of my feet. So I make sure to show my feet some love. I know they certainly do love me. They take me everywhere I want to go.